All right, here we go.
You ready? Is everybody ready? Well, thank you guys all for coming. And my name is Amy Hazelton. I'm an independent consultant and national vice president with Arbonne, and I'm really excited to be here. I'm helping out Sue's party, and that's how Arbonne works. We're all here as a team, and we all work together. But I'd like to ask first, who's heard of Arbonne before tonight? Has anybody heard of Arbonne? Yes, we know. Yeah. Oh, good. So a lot of people don't. I'm glad have not heard about Arbonne because we're only sold through consultants like us. We're never sold in department stores, which I love because how many times do you go into a department store, you buy something, nobody cares if you actually like it or use it. Where we are really here, my goal is to really teach you about some of the products that you're probably already buying and how Arbonne can fit into that and maybe be a better fit for you. So first, I like to get to know you guys a little bit before I start so I can kind of focus on what you like. If I gave you a magic wand, and somebody said we should actually use like the genius to pass, like that's your magic wand. Yeah, who said that? Erica the other night. And if I gave you a magic wand and you could change one thing about your skin or your body, what would it be? So there's our wand, our genius.
Working on fighting the wrinkles that are coming and thighs.
Making my skin look younger and wishing I took better care of it in my 20s.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Wrinkles.
Oh.
Just bullying.
Just like right to it. Just everything.
Everything, yeah.
Well, you guys made it easy for me a little bit about everything that you all said.
Oh, good. So we have a lot to focus on tonight, right? And this is our new little genius ultra that you guys have to see. I probably turned it on and off. So the reason I asked that question is Arbonne has 400 products. So I'm not going to be here all night talking about all of them because, yeah, we've been here all night and you would not like me by the end. We're going to focus on our main two categories, which is our skincare from the outside and our nutrition from the inside. But I like to get you guys to know me a little bit so I'm not just a crazy person standing up here talking to you. Hello! So I got to Arbonne 4 years ago. I was a 5th grade teacher prior to Arbonne, and I loved teaching. I didn't want to do anything else. I got my master's in special education, and my whole goal in life was to help and make a difference in especially kids. I knew nothing about skincare, knew nothing about nutrition, but one of the parents where her kids went to my school handed me an RE9 sample in a Market Basket parking lot and asked me to try it. And I was like, oh, skincare, but I took it and I didn't try it for quite a while. Then she asked me how I liked it, and I was honest and said I didn't even try it. I have extremely sensitive skin. I heard every day you don't wash your face, you age a week. So I tried everything out there, reacted to everything. So I was using just water my whole life. So when I got skincare, you can imagine that I really didn't want to try it. And she talked to me, she said, will you just give this a try? So I said, fine, you're so nice, I will. And I was blown away. I didn't react to it. And my dry skin went away within a few days. I saw it go right away. So she came over and talked to me about all the other products that Arbonne had to offer and talked to me about this business that went along with it. And I thought it sounded great. They talk about a Mercedes you can get and all these trips and the income potential. And I'm like, that sounds great, but it doesn't really work. And I'm not a salesperson. I'm kind of shy. And that's not really a fit for me. But I like to have people over. So I had a party like this. And what I learned that night shocked me. All these things I was putting on my body my whole life, and now I just had a few-month-old son, and I was putting these horrible things on his body, which I didn't think was fair. So at that night at the party, I wanted to tell everybody I knew, stop using everything that you're using. And I jumped into the business just for a discount. And then fast forward 4 years, I have now quadrupled my teacher salary. I get to stay home every day with my now 2 little ones. They're on the way, and get to teach people but how to be healthier. So I'm still teaching in just a different way. Do either of you want to share, since it's your party, do you want to share your little why you started the business?
Oh God. Okay, so
oh God.
I know Kara. Kara's mother is my OB, and she's also married to my best friend's cousin. So miraculously, our paths seem to cross, and we've always been interested in the same things. So she invited me to an Arbonne party, and Amy's presentation kind of wowed me. I still can't get over the bat poop, and I was saying this the other day. Certain things she said really stuck out in my mind. I've always eaten a really clean diet. I've always, you know, eaten organic food. I've always used really good skincare products. I've never used mineral oil and petroleum, and I'm picky about everything I put on my kids. But I mean, when she was going through the health things with all of the diet, I had every single symptom. I was foggy. I was tired. I couldn't get out of my own way. Like, I was sleeping bad. I was having panic attacks. I was having headaches. It was every single thing that she had said. So I decided to try the cleanse. And by day 3, my husband said, "Do you realize you haven't had a panic attack?" Every night I would lay in bed and I was like, almost like gasping for air. I couldn't breathe right. And after cutting everything out, like, I can honestly say that I've never felt better. Right now I'm doing the detox, I'm on week 3 right now, and I've never felt better. My skin, my husband's like, "Your skin looks so much better than it did."
I'm going to say I can see that. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much. But I honestly, I'm sleeping better. I feel better. And it's funny because I lost 7 pounds. Now, everyone in this room knows what I look like.
Exactly.
I mean, if I told your mother I lost 7 pounds, she's going to kill me next time I see the doctor. And I don't look thinner. Because the thing was, it was water weight. It was sodium. It was bloat. It was everything in my face. I was waking up with swollen hands. It was every single thing that I was eating. And I knew this because I had a daughter with severe allergies, and I just stopped breastfeeding, and I couldn't eat anything for months and months and months. And I saw the difference, that I wasn't eating dairy and I wasn't eating all these things. But, you know, then you get back into the habit of it. And I started selling it because I want everybody to know. I want everyone to know that these things do work. They're not gimmicks. It's not, you know, people are always so skeptical, like, "Oh, I'm going to drink a shake and I'm going to put the weight back on." This isn't a Slim Fast shake and you're going to drink and then you're going to go back. This is a whole lifestyle change. And I'm not saying I'm never going to eat a slice of pizza again. I'm never going to have a cup of coffee. But I've learned that I have to balance it 80-20 to have a better lifestyle, to have a better peace of mind, I think, and sleep better and feel better and have more time for my kids. So
yay!
that was basically why I started.
Oh, good. So we have different reasons why everybody starts, and everybody's so different. But I just wanted you guys to know our story, so we're not just up here, you know, talking. But now I'm going to get into Arbonne, why we're here. And the first thing is I want to talk about all of the different categories that Arbonne has. First of all, we started with our skincare. We have men's line, babies line, teen line, women's line, anti-aging. We have an amazing life-changing nutrition program that we'll talk about tonight. Sun care, so we use sunscreens, cosmetics, which you can see all right here. All kinds of bath and body, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, toothpaste, anything that you put on your body, we have. This next page is really what stunned me, and it makes so much sense, but I never thought about it. I want you guys to think about everything you put on your body today. Start this morning in the shower. Most of us hopefully shower, right? You have that shampoo, that conditioner every few days, right? And that lather. My husband's like, "Oh, I love that lather. It means it's cleaning, right?" But that lather is a chemical reaction right in your head into your scalp. Then think about your body wash. Then your lotions, your perfumes, your deodorant, your makeup, your toothpaste, your mouthwash. The average person's putting 515 chemicals on their body, not in a month, not in a week, every day. And we're wondering, me especially being a teacher and getting my master's in special ed, why are so many kids having mental and physical disabilities? I didn't even see that when I was at school. We saw a few. Today, there's so many kids, and we have to start to realize what is going on today. We're putting so many things on our body, and our skin is an organ. It's holding everything inside of us. It's our largest organ, and it's meant to detox us, but we're filling it up with all these chemicals all the time. It takes 26 seconds for something to get absorbed straight into your bloodstream. When you eat something, you have your liver and your kidneys to detox you. When you're putting something on your body, it's going right into your bloodstream. And when you think of where we put nicotine patches and birth control patches, we put them right on our skin because they get absorbed into our skin. So tomorrow, when you get in the shower and you start putting everything in, turn the bottle over and start reading those labels. I never did that till I went to an Arbonne party, and I almost had to throw away every single thing that was in my drawers and in my shower after the party. What is Arbonne's philosophy? Why are we different? Well, our founder, Petter Mork, 36 years ago, before people knew about green and to stay safe, wanted to develop products that were pure, safe, and beneficial. So what does that mean? Pure. We use the best of science and nature to come up with products that are good for you. So I always say the example is Pineapples we put in our anti-aging skincare line. And the reason is there's an enzyme called bromelain that takes away wrinkles. The men in pineapple groves no longer have fingerprints anymore. So we use it to take away wrinkles instead of chemicals. Safe. What do most companies test on today?
Chloe.
Yes, animals, right? Animals, because they're nervous of what is going to happen to a human if they put all those chemicals on them. Arbonne has never tested on animals and never will, and we're beneficial. We are put up against all other MLM and department stores, and we beat them in the clinical testing, and I honestly would not be standing here if I didn't love the products. And in the beginning, I only sold our skincare, our baby line, and our makeup because that's all I used. I didn't talk about our nutrition because I didn't want to do the nutrition. I like food too much. Does anybody like food in here? That was me. So I stayed away from this for 2 years, and it was probably the biggest mistake that I've ever made in my life, I always say today. So what I love most is what Arbonne does not put in our products. So first of all 400 products are vegan certified. They're all gluten-free. We don't use any soy, dairy, none of those horrible chemicals that we see. They're all pH correct, hypoallergenic, and dermatologist tested, not just recommended. In America, when it says recommended, that means a dermatologist never even uses it. They just hand out samples. It has to say tested to mean that it's going to do what it says it's going to do. We're proven to have results, and we follow the UK's guidelines, which just banned 1,500 chemicals in their personal care products. Guess how many, and those of you that have been to one of these can't answer, that the United States banned on that same list. So the UK just banned 1,500 chemicals. What do you think? Mine set up to mine too. Anybody have a guess on how many chemicals the United States banned on that same list? Only 10. So we need to really follow the European guidelines. If I look today, a lot of people from Europe are a lot healthier than we are. We see statistics, and the United States is the most unhealthy nation out of all of them. Again, why? So another thing is we don't have any mineral oil, and normally we do a little experiment where we put a cracker in baby oil.
Mary.
Does she maybe have baby oil?
She might.
Right? So we usually put a cracker in baby
I didn't
oil.
mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. And what should happen to a cracker that sits in any liquid?
It's soggy.
Should get soggy, right? Well, this cracker can just sit there all night because mineral oil is distilled gasoline. It's the #1 ingredient in baby oil. And it's in almost every single personal care product made in America. And the reason that companies use it is because it's cheaper to sell to cosmetic companies as a filler than to dispose of it because it's so toxic. And we're putting it on our little babies, we're putting it on our body, and it basically just has a huge cell size, and it's blocking our pores. It's not letting anything in, and our pores are meant to breathe, and it's directly linked to cancer. So turn around your bottles. If it says mineral oil, throw it away. Vaseline, a lot of people put that, that's mineral oil, petroleum-based. Yeah, we don't have any petroleum, no formaldehyde, guys. Formaldehyde is in so many products. Think about why we use formaldehyde. Dyes. I didn't have sensitive skin. Most people don't. We have sensitivities to artificial ingredients, and most of the products we try have artificial ingredients in them. We don't have animal byproducts. If any of you like makeup and you have little ones that like to play with makeup, please do not buy them those kits from Walmart because they probably are filled with animal byproducts, animal fat, animal feces, all animal parts. That's a cheap filler they put. Buy makeup that's actually going to help your skin instead of harm your skin. And the average woman eats 8 pounds of lipstick a year, which is pretty gross, right? With that poop on it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? Think twice about that lipstick you put on every day.
Let me tell you, that has not left my mind.
I know, right?
I just told you the other day, I was like, I'm still thinking about the bat poop. Like, I threw away any
You
good
must
stuff.
have
I was like, disgusting.
And we don't use chemical fragrances, waxes, or acetone. So really products that I feel good about putting on my body and my 2 little ones. So Arbonne knew that their health was from the inside out. So that's why we focus on our nutrition and our skincare. Because to really get healthy, you need to think about both. I work at the gym now as a group fitness instructor, and I have so many people that say, Amy, I want to lose weight and get healthy, but they're not thinking about what they're also putting on their body. It's both. You need to have that equal out there. So Arbonne Skincare, we have men and women, and I'm going to pass around just a few of my favorite products just so you can smell it and feel it right on your hand. I want you to put it on one hand, and you can start to feel a difference already in that one hand. So we have a cleanser, which is my favorite product from Arbonne. It's our top-selling product. If anybody walks away tonight, this is my one product that I say, if you're looking for skincare, it would be our cleanser. It has makeup remover in it, washing your face twice a day. But we're going to try our, I'm going to actually pass around with all of them beside the cleanser. So you're going to, oh, that's not the toner. The toner's a little spray. So you're just going to spray it right on your hand and then rub it in. This little bottle is going to last you 6 to 8 months because most of us are used to using a product that has fillers in it. So it's waste, where this is going to last you. Who's used it and can attest that this lasts a long time, right? I'm not just making that up. So it really does last about $40 a month for the whole skincare line, which to me is amazing. You just don't have to buy it every
I've
month.
been using it for presentations, parties, samples, everyone that
Yeah.
comes over, and
Yeah.
myself every day.
Yeah,
and
and still-
it still lasts me
Yep.
6 months.
And
Yeah,
you just,
so
so toners are okay to use even if you have really dry skin.
Yes, toner's actually good. You
It
want a toner because it's going to help you absorb all the rest of your product. That's the point
Yeah.
of the toner. Yep, a little
I
spray you
spray
can
it.
rub.
I spray it and I
Yeah.
dab it all around.
So this is the serum. So we say this is our magic in a bottle. I always pick on you. This is her favorite product. I think she needs to buy stock in this product. But a little teeny dot, guys. Not even a whole pump you're gonna need. And this is our anti-aging. So it's gonna have all the anti-aging ingredients in it. Citrus, smell it. It's gonna help with fine lines, wrinkles, pore size. This is for your
That's
whole
nice.
face.
Everywhere.
This one's for your whole face.
And that little drop will go
The size of
everywhere.
a pea, it'll go
Yeah.
all over your
All
whole
over
face,
your
and you'll still have some for your
And
neck.
really smell. You can smell the citrus in there, the vitamin C in there.
I've been doing the neck.
Yep. And then if you ever want this new Genius tool, which is absolutely genius, and I have to admit I was very skeptical at first, but some of the videos people have been doing on our team and the before and afters, amazing. You can use this as a device that vibrates to help you get your products deeper down in the layers of your skin with warmth, and you use it with your serum. So you do little teeny circles, so afterwards, if anybody wants to try it on half their face after our presentation, try it. It's amazing. And this is
Or under
Our
eye cream.
under eye
I
cream,
love
yep.
it. Under
This
my
is our
eyes.
day
Change
cream, and again, a little bit you're gonna see goes a long way. So this is our regular. If you feel this is too thick, we have an extra moisturizer that I actually think is thinner than this. It does have an SPF that comes from a plant, which is very important. Sun exposure is the #1 reason for skin cancer and also for aging. So again, we want a natural SPF, but today a lot of the SPFs that are out there are chemical based. And another little fun fact, you never want an SPF over 30. The chemicals put in that are worse for you than the sun exposure. So those baby hundreds, stay away. You just have to reapply that sunscreen more often. That's all that number means. So the hundreds, the 80s, throw those away. And then our eye cream, which I'm going to show you before and after of this eye cream because it is amazing. You're going to use your ring finger for your eye cream and dab along your orbital bone. If you want to try it, you can, or just pass it along. But I love this picture because I think it demonstrates our RE9 set so well. This was a man that used it on half of his face, and only a man would do that, I always say. I'm not even going to tell you which half. Find out by yourself, but notice his eyes, his dark circles and the fine lines around his eyes. This has a natural lightener in it, so it's going to help enhance your eyes. And that was a month, so I want you guys to think, we always want that. Let's do this, and tomorrow we're going to look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Give it time. I saw results within a few days. I have people that see results within a few days or a week, but the longer you use a product, the better results you're going to have. So sticking with it consistently. So that's our skincare in a little nutshell. We also have an amazing RE9 body line, a baby line, a men's line. And I'll show you just a, let's do, I like this one just because this one shows just the oily skin, the redness, and how that really went. And the other side on the back has our body line, which is great for dry feet or arms. So that's that. So now we're going to go into our favorite part, our nutrition. Oh, I always say this is the depressing part of the night. I'm going to have, you guys are going to all walk out and be, oh, why did I come? But it is the best part. I hope that you walk away and grab a few tips and make a few changes in your health from this. I'm very passionate about this since I am a group fitness instructor. I love exercise, but you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. Also, exercise is great for cardiovascular, but it's really about what we're putting in our body. And I always start and tell people this is not a weight loss program. I think we're bombarded, especially this time of year, especially when the new year's coming, people want to lose weight with all kinds of programs out there. Lose this, lose that, lose this. I'm sorry, but you need to get healthy. And once you get healthy, weight will come off as a byproduct. So that's what we really focus on in our 28 days, getting you healthy, getting toxins out of your body, getting inflammation, getting the chemicals out, and your body will, weight will come off just as a byproduct without even trying. I said no, I'm gonna be very honest, to this program for 2 years of being in Arbonne because I loved food. And yes, you have to give up some food. And to me, I was not ready for that. But I can tell you it was the best thing. 2 years ago, I decided to do it. I was feeling a lot of the symptoms you were feeling. I just had my daughter. I was exercising, but this time the weight was not coming off. So I was upset about that. I was so tired. And I'm like, I know I'm a mom. You're supposed to be tired. But this was not normal tired. I didn't want to do anything. I was having horrible heartburn. And my doctor kept saying, Amy, that's a side effect of pregnancy. I said, okay. Well, why didn't it go away? I'm done being pregnant and it's still here. And I also was having horrible allergies and asthma since I was a little girl. So I was feeling horrible. And my upline, the one that gave me that RE9, lost a lot of weight with this program. Over a year, she lost 60-something pounds, and I knew it worked for her, and she was off 5 medications, horrible arthritis where she could barely even move, almost hospitalized, and I knew this program worked for her, but I didn't think that I could do it, and I didn't think I had the weight to lose at first. She said, Amy, you need to be doing this. So I brought the kit home. I decided I can do anything for 28 days, and I brought it to my husband. I said, here we go. We're going to do this. And he was like, oh, good luck. You're going to do this. I'm not touching this thing. And on day 1, I made spaghetti and meatballs. Then I made fajitas. Then I made chili. And he loved every meal. On day 3, he said, fine, Amy, I'll do this with you. Of course, he lost twice as much weight as I did. Men always do that. But he thanks me every day. Because like we talked about, we now made this a lifestyle. We eat this way pretty much all the time. And we've learned different foods that are sabotaging our body. And we go to the 28. Like I see some days, I will have an ice cream here and there. Some days I will have that, but I'm not having it every night like I used to have it. So
Here's
what?
my husband's picture.
Oh,
they all know my husband.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's doing better now. So.
Yeah. And I always
And
say
I'm
the more
gonna get a third
results you
one,
want, the longer you do this, the more results you're going to get.
Yeah, he's on month 2. He can just feels like he can keep going.
Yeah, and that's what, it becomes easy. So I'm going to talk a few statistics about what's going on in today's world with health and weight and our body. 1/3 of U.S. adults and children are overweight, obese, or morbidly obese. Obesity-related diseases is the leading cause of preventable death. 1 in 68 children have autism, ADD, ADHD, and you probably know a loved one that has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer, depression, a neurological disease, or an autoimmune disease. Does anybody know anybody? It's probably, yeah, it was me. I was one of those people. So why we're asking, do we have so many diseases today? Well, first of all, sugar. Sugar is more addicting than crack and cocaine. And if it was actually found today as a new substance, it would actually be banned and outlawed because of that. Well, guess who's smart? The food industry. Sugar is in everything. If it's so addicting, let's put it in everything so we want it. And yes, it is so hard to give up those things because sugar is so addicting. But I want you guys to think about if you know anybody that has cancer. I've had loved ones that have cancer. Cancer cells have 8 times the receptor to sugar. Today, the statistics is 1 in 3 is going to have cancer, and it's going up. That's scary. Soon, everybody will if we continue the lifestyle and keep eating the way we're eating. 70% of our Western diet is made up of processed food. We are a nation that's quick. We grab something quick and we go. It's just easy and convenient. Our meat, our dairy, our poultry are loaded with hormones, antibiotics, fillers. That little chicken is not a chick. That's what our chicken should look like. Look at how big our chickens are today. So even when we're eating chickens, because they're healthy, right? If you ever YouTube a chicken farm, you will be disgraced about how they're raised. They're so big they can't even walk anymore because a chicken breast today is now as big as our head. A chicken breast should be as big as our fist. But again, the food company, let's fill them up, more bang for your buck. We all want bigger meals. We want more portions. We're getting more food for our money, right? And also our fruits and vegetables. We're hearing GMO, genetically modified organism. What that means is they change that fruit and vegetable to be more colorful, to grow larger, and to withstand spraying it from pesticides, but all the bugs die, but that plant doesn't die. Herbicides, all the weeds die, but the plant doesn't die. So what's in that plant that this man can't even be around without spraying all that all over it because it's so, it will affect him. So we're eating now that plant that he's spraying that on. So we're eating frankenfoods. And what I tell people, our body can handle some of the chemicals. Back 10, 20 years ago, we were only getting a little bit, and our bodies could handle that and detox us. Today, we are getting overloaded about what we're putting on and in our body, and our body no longer can handle it. So our liver and our kidneys are failing. So many people are having kidney and liver failure. Those are your detox organs. Why is it failing? Because you're overworking it. It just cannot keep up. So the first thing we teach, in this program we actually teach you along the way, is about leaky gut and about repairing your gut. Have you ever heard that commercial that your immune system lies in your gut, your serotonin lies in your gut? That's your happy pill, right? They always say if you're depressed, if you're moody, that's because there's no more serotonin. We need that good happy in our gut. But our gut has a lining, and we're all stressed every day. We all have toxins, we all have food particles, we all have drugs, pathogens, our organs start to malfunction. It breaks little holes in the lining of our gut, causing that food to go through and causing inflammation in the body. Inflammation is the underlying cause to every disease. If we repair that gut and clean it out, inflammation will go away, disease won't grow. So it's not magic, it's just repairing that gut and getting it back to its normal state. And we see little kids are so healthy, right? And they have the immune system, they have the energy because they haven't had time yet to hurt that immune system. And some people now are doing that earlier, and we're seeing little kids sicker and sicker. So leaky gut can cause all of these symptoms. First of all, depression, anxiety, ADHD. We think it's up here. Clean this out, and now will go away. You even talked about your symptoms with that. Skin, acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis. We have great stuff that's going to help, but to really clear up that skin, you got to clean out your gut. Thyroid, Hashimoto's, colon, IBD, diarrhea, fatigue, any joint pain, sinus, mouth, congestion. Clear your gut up, all these symptoms will go away. And I probably had a client that had almost every single one of these symptoms, and they were cured from it, from doing our 28-day program. So this is a list that I read at that party that you went to where you said I had every symptom.
I said yes to
I know.
11 out of 12. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah. Same with me. So I'm going to read it to you. And you can make a mental list, and it'll make you raise your hand. Just make a mental list of which ones you say yes to. Do you have low energy? Do you have brain fog? Frequent headaches? Do you shave? Do you crave? Yes, do you shave? Do you crave sugar or salt? I would go from one then the other. Do you have constipation, bloating, gas, indigestion, acid reflux? Can't function without coffee. That's a lot of people today. Aches, pains, and stiffnesses, difficulty losing weight, taking a prescription medication. The average American's on 4 today, prescription medications. Food allergies, skin problems, consuming fast food, or diet soda. Did anybody say yes to any of those, right? Most of us say yes to a lot of those. I did. I said yes to almost all of these. Well, now I'm going to show you my before and after because I think it's important that you guys see that I've done this and it had worked for me. The first picture of me after giving birth. The second picture is me at the start of the 28 days. The third picture is 2 months later. I continued this. I lost 10 pounds my first month, 11 my second. And then I just made it a lifestyle now. I kept that weight off until now. And now my belly's coming back with number 3. But the best thing is the weight was great. But for me, I'm off all my allergy medicine that I've been on since I was 3 years old. My mother told me I was allergic to cats, dogs, mold, dust, mice, pollen, everything in the whole world. I'm not. I prepared my gut. I found out I had a food allergy. I off my inhaler unless I really am running a lot today or have one of these foods I put back in my diet, then I need my inhaler again. I'm off my heartburn medication, and I have more energy than I've ever had. Through pregnancy, everybody's like, Amy, don't come do these things. I'm like, why? I have energy. I can go do these things. It's most people eat so horrific when they're pregnant that they cause their body to get so tired. So that's why we feel that way.
So I can hear it in your voice after you've had gluten.
Yeah,
Like after she said gluten, I can like
Yeah,
hear
you
you
can
also,
hear
and
it.
also
Yep,
stuff
but-
up like shake gluten.
Yeah, see, and everybody will know. Yeah, my everything, it will come. So that's what we're gonna do. That first thing is we're gonna balance your acidity and your alkaline in your body. So every food that you put inside your body falls on a scale of acid or alkaline. And we always keep that balance, but it's how hard our body has to work to keep that balance. And this quote stuns me. Every single person who has cancer has a pH that's too acidic. So if we just take acid out of our body and put more alkaline, cancer can't grow in an alkaline environment. Why don't we just start to do that? And then so many people would be cured and would not have the problem with cancer today, I believe. So what are some foods that are acidic? When you think of acid-forming foods, that you have heartburn, maybe wine, people think. But what are some? Coffee, people think are acid. But when somebody says I have heartburn, I can't eat that.
Red sauce.
Sauces, usually tomatoes, maybe something citrus, lemons, limes. A lot of times those foods are acidic outside our body. Tomatoes, lemons, limes, they become alkaline inside our body. I'm going to tell you the most acidic foods, and you're probably going to want to push me out the door and tell me to go home because it's everything that we all eat. So dairy, gluten, sugar, soy, alcohol, and coffee are the most acidic foods. That was my diet. That's most Americans' diet, right?
Yeah.
I would go through and I almost had all of those food groups in every single meal of our day. And I'm like, what else is left, right? Well, we're wondering why we're sick because we're fueling our body with those foods every single day, all the time. And I'm not saying to never have these foods again, but we need to stop having them at every single meal.
I would wake up in the middle of the night and eat like a bag of chocolate covered pretzels because I couldn't sleep without getting a sugar high and crashing off it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was awful.
Yeah.
I do the same.
And it's funny because like the girls at my work would joke about it and they're like, well, it's funny because you're so tiny, you're not obese. It wouldn't be funny then. And I'm like, that's not funny. Like my husband will find me sitting on the floor at 3 a.m. eating ice
It's
cream.
really annoying when someone says but you look so good.
Yeah.
It's like I don't really give a shit.
Yeah,
They
right?
do.
But I did like every night.
Don't be like,
Yeah, like
And we would laugh about it, but I needed to like, I'd wake up and I'd be like in a fog and I'd be stumbling around and I would have to eat sugar and then that's how I'd fall back to sleep as soon
Yeah,
as the sugar
sugar
crashed.
crash. So it is true, and so many you feel that way because then it becomes an addiction too, and you want more and more. So I'm going to tell you the main 3 food groups that we're going to keep out of your diet. And the reason we say 28 days is because it takes 2 weeks for your body to get a food out of your system totally, then 2 more weeks for your body to repair itself. So we want to take a full 28 days to see which foods are sabotaging you. Everybody is different. So some foods that I found sabotage me did not sabotage my husband. So he can put more things back into his diet. He still knows they're not good for him. They're not great choices, so he's not going to have them every single day. But he knows that he can have them more often than I can. And I always say if you can't give up coffee, then fine. Do not do this because of coffee. But most people like coffee because of the sugar and milk in it. They don't even like black coffee. They don't like the taste of that. And that's the bad things that are in it, are the milk and the sugar. So have black coffee. There's a low acid forming coffee. If you can give it up, that is the best because it's acid forming. But if you can't, then that's okay. Just have black coffee in the morning. Put almond milk in it. Green tea is great. Yep. Alcohol. My husband told me he could not give it up for 28 days. I'm like, hello, I'm on my 3rd round of 9 months giving it up, and I have no choice. So he just switched over to Tito's vodka, which is a gluten-free vodka, and you would have seltzer and a lime. So if you don't want to give up alcohol, there's your option for you. But I want you to give up 3 food groups, and I'm going to tell you why. Because acid forming is not enough for most people. They need more reason for why it's not good for them. So first of all, dairy. We are eating so much dairy. It's not just milk, it's cheese, it's yogurt, it's ice cream, it's butter. We have dairy, and eggs are not dairy. So many people say eggs are dairy. No, eggs are great. Have all the eggs you want, they're good. But dairy, first of all, is extremely acid forming, and we are the only other mammal in the entire world to drink another mammal's milk. I want you to think, I had cows growing up as pets. My cow did not start producing milk until it had a calf. Then they fed the baby. That baby calf got huge in the first few months because that milk content is so filled. It's high fat content, nourishment, for that calf, not for me. Then that cow stopped drinking milk. We dried the cow off, and then it's used water. Those 2 cows drank water. Same thing for women. We produce milk. We have a baby. Is anybody still drinking milk from their mother? I always say that somebody's going to say yes someday, but we don't, right? So we drink milk in the first year or 2 because it is so full of nutrients. It's actually filled with lots of hormones too. Think about how hormonal we are during pregnancy and after. That baby is getting that. So they tell you to stop eating certain foods too when we're pregnant, and afterwards breastfeeding because of that reason. But then we stop. In a year or 2, we move on to water. When my dad says, Amy, you need calcium. That's the only reason we drink milk is for calcium. He's right. But you get twice as much calcium in green leafy vegetables, almond milk, coconut milk, brown rice milk, cashew milk, hemp milk. Almonds come from nature. Coconuts come from nature. Cashews come from nature. We are meant to eat things from nature, not another mammal. And we're the only other mammal. Every other animal does not drink from another animal. They drink from their mother, right? That's it. And then they stop and they start drinking water. So we really need to think about that. And according to the EPA, 100% of beef and 93% of processed cheese and ice cream have DDT. The cows are eating the grass. It's in that. We're getting everything the cow is eating. And my dad talked about going into farmers every day. They're getting injected with massive amounts of hormones, even if you're eating the organic milk as well, because their body should not be producing milk their whole life. It's not meant to do that. And we want them to double the milk production, triple it, because it's a business again. A lot of things that are bad habits are from business mind. People want to make money off of us. And then we are affected by that. So dairy, so I'm not telling you to never have milk, have almond milk. It does taste different, but your palate will change. My 2- and 4-year-old now like it. It took time. My 2-year-old knows no different. I just put it right on it. But my 4-year-old, I had to switch him over, and that took some time. But now he doesn't know the difference. We still have ice cream. Ben & Jerry's is making a dairy-free ice cream. They are even realizing that. Cheese, there's a dairy-free cheese. I'm honest, I don't love it, but a lot of people like that.
Oh,
There's dairy-free
I put it on my,
yeah.
I eat a quesadilla with guacamole and turkey with the sides on every single day,
it's not
and
hard.
I'm
It's just making
stuffed.
little switches.
And I haven't worked out in weeks,
Like
and I
today,
am
we had
thinner than
chili
I was. I'm
tonight,
the same size I was
and
at
I
my
had a
wedding.
detox chili, and I made a gluten-free cornbread with almond milk in it. So it's just making little teeny switches. We have all the same food. Last night, what do we have? Spaghetti, meatballs. We have all the same things that you normally would have, just making little switches, and we teach you how to do that. So the next food group is gluten, and that was big for me because I love my bread. And you're hearing gluten-free this, gluten-free that today. Why not jump on the gluten-free bandwagon, right? Well, I'm going to tell you that gluten, my dad's like, we had bread forever. Yes, but how we're processing the wheat today is that they're spraying Roundup on the wheat to pollinize it quicker. Now our body's thinking gluten is a foreign substance, and it starts to attack that. If you can see this picture of this woman, she only lost about 5 to 6 pounds 2 weeks into our program. That's all inflammation. Gluten is extremely inflammatory. Anybody with arthritis at the gym, I have a lot of clients that do, and they're on all kinds of medications. I say, let's look at your diet. Isn't that easier than putting some sort of medication in your body that you have no idea what it's doing? Let's just take something out of our diet. That's so simple, right? But symptoms of celiac disease can be bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea, fatigue, itchy skin rashes, pale mouth sores, joint pain, delayed growth, poor weight gaining, thinning bones, infertility, headache, depression, irritability, or discoloring of your teeth. There's an estimated 2 million Americans that have celiac disease, and 83% of them are undiagnosed or misdiagnosed. We're thinking it's something else. And it's really, most of us have a gluten sensitivity that is like celiac, but it's just not the GI problem. So it's some of the other symptoms there. So that was me. I did not have allergies. I did not have asthma. It was the gluten. So I am now gluten-free, and I go out to eat every weekend. I eat everywhere. I have pasta. I just have brown rice or quinoa pasta. I have breads. Gluten-free bread you're going to see is only in the freezer, because I want you to go home and buy hamburger and hot dog rolls, like the Wonder Bread hamburger and hot dog rolls. Buy them today, and I'm going to talk to you in a year from now or 2 years from now, and I bet there will be no mold on them. Bread should get molded, and the reason it's not is because of all the preservatives. Gluten-free bread you will only find in the freezer, because it will start to mold before it even gets to you, because there's no preservatives in it. So that's why a lot of people don't even know our gluten-free options. So yeah, I don't love gluten-free bread unless it's toasted. So I just toast my bread, and I just have sandwiches. It's just making a little switch now. So I always tell people that gluten's a big one, dairy's a big one, and the last one is soy. And most people will be like, that one's easy. It's actually one of the hardest ones. It's in every packaged food. And soy used to be great. A lot of vegans use soy as a protein supplement, but soy today in America is the #1 genetically modified organism. It has phytoestrogen. With 2 glasses of soy milk a day, it has so much an effect of a woman, it can throw off your hormone imbalance. Women are hormonal, right? And we're wondering why. Well, I say, look at all the things that we're getting. And little kids should not be having soy. I was seeing little 1st, 2nd, 3rd graders going through puberty. That should not be happening. But think about what they're getting, the hormones in the milk, and now they're getting soy and everything. And men are getting soy. They don't need any soy. And we're all getting that in any packaged food. So I really tell people to stay away from that. And am I saying, I feel like I was missing something else with soy, but I think that's it. So, okay, those are the 3 things. The next thing we are going to do is detox our body with a few of our products. And this is why I say our program is so different. We're going to teach you how to take those foods out, teach you how to replace them, clean your body out, but we're going to detox your body. And we need to be detoxing every year. Think about those liver and kidneys. If you don't want to do the whole liver program, I tell everybody, you should detox your body. You need to help it somehow. And no, this isn't, I'm not going to tell you like they do on the TV, have this drink and you're going to lose 10 pounds. No, this is a detox of your liver and kidney. It's a slow, mild detox, and you're going to pee a lot. That's showing you that you're detoxing. You're not going to poop. That's not detoxing you. But this picture is a representation of why detoxing is so important. This person did a weight loss program, and all those little dots are toxins. And if you've never detoxed, you've never gotten the toxins out of your body. So yes, you can lose that weight, but have you ever seen somebody gain weight right back, or their symptoms never go away of health because they never got the toxins out? Where our program, we're actually getting the toxins out. And some people in a month is not long enough. Your body is too toxic. You need to make this a lifestyle. I saw better results the 2nd, the 3rd month. The more I kept with this program, I got better results with that. And I want you to think, where most of you really probably want to lose weight, and me right now, I don't think I have a choice, I say, but most people gain that extra weight in your belly. And we call that toxic belly fat, because your body gets toxins from your skin products you're putting on your body and the food you're eating, and it sits right here. And your body says, I don't know what to do with this. I can't use it. I can't use the toxin. I can't release it. So I'm going to pack fat right around it and support that body. And you can lose that fat, but right when you have it, I'm going to grab it right back on because I don't know what to do with that. So that's why detoxing is such a key to getting healthy. So pretty much, yeah, I'm just going to keep flipping through. The last thing we're going to do is balance your blood sugar. And like you said, you want to keep that balanced blood sugar. But today, with our diet, we're on this roller coaster. Think about in the morning. You probably have a carb, a simple sugar, you spike your blood sugar. Your body then releases insulin and you drop. At 10 o'clock, I'm like, I need something to eat, right? When I was working as a teacher, I'm like, get me to lunchtime. Then I had another simple sugar, spikes your blood sugar, you release insulin. 2 o'clock, I wanted my diet soda. I was a diet soda addict, or I wanted a nap, right? We're doing this all day long. Well, research shows the rise in blood sugar promotes inflammation. And like I said, inflammation is the underlying cause to every disease. But what else does insulin do in your body when it's released? It tells your body to store fat. So if you're trying to work out and lose weight and you're not balancing your blood sugar, you're never going to lose weight. So I see people at the gym with all these bars they think that are great packed with sugar, or drinks, energy drinks. And I'm like, just sit home, stop eating those, and you'll have better results, right? I'm going to save you a little money and a little aggravation. So tools for success. I always tell everybody we have an amazing eating plan. We have a support group that's awesome, meal plans, recipes, but doctors came up with this program to make this simple. Because the hardest part about getting healthy is we don't have time. That's why we all eat bad. This makes it easy and simple and lets you not have to spend so much time. So all of our products, like I said, are gluten-free, dairy-free. We use all 100% recyclable. We don't use any artificial sweeteners, coloring. They're non-GMO. So really great products for you. And I'm quickly going to go, like I did through my skincare, a few of my favorite products. And the staple, I tell everybody, especially during the holiday season, everybody's like, really? How can I really do this during the holidays? Well, this is a great option through the holidays to maintain your weight. The average person adds 10 to 15 pounds to their body throughout the holidays. That used to be me. I would just eat. So why not replace one meal a day with a shake? And I'm honest, I was somebody that said there's no way I'm replacing a meal. I need food, I need substance. Well, this is now my favorite meal of the day. I actually craved it the other night. I was watching TV and somebody had a shake and I was like dreaming about the shake that I was going to make in the morning. But there's so many different shake recipes that we have hundreds of different recipes. So if you ever tried a shake, especially ours, and you didn't love the taste right away, play with the recipe. You have to find the one that you love the most. But Arbonne's protein is so different. There's shakes out there, but most of them are whey, which is derivative of dairy, or have soy in it. Where Arbonne's made with brown rice, yellow peas, and cranberries in it. So why do we use yellow peas? Because they're 98% absorbable. You also will make you feel full longer. So if you eat yellow peas before you eat, you're going to be less hungry for your next meal. So this is my one meal a day where I don't crave something after, and it really keeps me full. And you're going to notice a little GI on the bottom, glycemic index, one of the only proteins that do not spike your blood sugar. Any type 2 diabetics, this is really, I've talked to several doctors that recommend this protein in Arbonne to any diabetics. Disease prevention. Peas also have been shown to delay kidney damage and also lower both cholesterol and blood pressure, and they're anti-inflammatory, which is key. So that's I always say my number one thing. If somebody's ready to, not jump in, start with a protein shake. That's a great way. Another, we call this like our Arbonne crack. I know that's not nice, but as you know, I think we each have one. This is our alternative to soda or to coffee, but it's just going to give you natural energy that comes from rhodiola, ginseng, guarana, chromium, green tea extract in there. It's going to help improve your mood, your endurance, your alertness. It's going to balance your blood sugar, has vitamin B12 in it, and it also is alkaline forming. So we're trying to get our body back into an alkaline environment. This is going to do that. It comes in pomegranate, citrus. I put 1 in 32 ounces. It actually saves you money. It breaks down to about 50 cents a drink if you do that. I want you guys to add up your Dunkin' Donuts bills because I made my husband do it for a month. And you'll be surprised about how much you spend in Dunkin' Donuts.
I brought it to the bar. I brought that, and so the girl I was bartending was like, "Oh, can you taste that?" Because she's like a soda fanatic. We're like 8 people deep with people yelling. She's like, "So where do I buy this? What, this is fizz water?" I'm like, "Jen, go, I'll talk to you later." And she ended up texting me today. She's like, "I want a box of it." And I dropped her off some. She's like, "This is the best stuff ever." She's like, "I can totally drink this instead of soda."
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it just helps you get off.
My husband and I this long. I'm like, "No,
Fight over there. If we find the last ones, we like dive bomb one of them.
the pomegranate."
That's
That's
pomegranate. I prefer, my husband likes citrus. It tastes kind of like the lemon.
I've never had the citrus.
It's good. It's
Do you have it?
different.
Yeah, I might have one first.
Oh no, you don't know. I don't even taste it. I wanna
Actually,
see
no,
what
you
they
see
throw.
all our last ones at the meeting.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
So try it. It's really, I love them. And if you think it's too strong or too watery, you just add less water or more fizz.
Yeah, my husband likes it really, I dilute it.
Yeah,
try
he
to get
raised
more out
it.
of it.
Yeah,
My
me
husband
too.
puts like a whole thing in 8 ounces of water. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
How many days do you have?
You can have 2 or 3 a day.
I've been doing one, but
Yeah.
They
How many
keep me
stitches are
30. So 1 a day, but you get 2 boxes in the kit, so you could do up to 2 a day or let it last for 2 months.
They
So it's
keep
really
me really full. So my
Yep.
favorite mid-morning snack is that with the green apple.
Yep.
And it
Yep.
keeps me really full till lunchtime.
So that's a good idea. So then we do have fiber, which comes in this little packet. And for me, this little package lasts me 3 months, personally, sometimes longer, because I get more fiber in my green leafy vegetables. But fiber is like a sponge. It's going to grab all the heavy metals and toxins and flush it out of your number 2. If you're not used to getting fiber, it can do 2 things. It can bind you up or make you go. The average person should be getting 24 grams. They're only getting 4. That's why it's important to have this. My 2- and 4-year-old, you can put it dissolves. So you can put it in drinks. I put it right in their drink, their water. You can put it in sauces. You can bake. You can put this in your shake. But start off slow if you're not used to getting fiber. That's my one little tip for that. This we say is our magic to repairing that gut, cleaning out that gut. It's our Digestion Plus, and this is a probiotic and 7 digestive enzymes. This is amazing because it has a pre and probiotic. If anybody's ever been on not a prescription, but a doctor when you're younger and you're really sick, they don't antibiotic, yes. So if you've ever been on an antibiotic and your doctor has not told you that you need to have a probiotic after, an antibiotic basically kills all the good bacteria in your gut. So if you've been on one throughout your life, it's killed the good bacteria. That's why so many people get sick later on in their life, because they no longer have that good bacteria in your gut. You should always follow it with anytime you've been on one with a probiotic. But doctors also don't tell you that you need a probiotic that's in the fridge. Otherwise, it's kind of you're wasting your money. It's a big gimmick. It's going to die in the acid juices in your gut before it gets to your intestines. Where Arbonne's one of the first patent companies that came out with a pre and probiotic together. That probiotic's the good bacteria. The prebiotic's going to feed that bacteria until it gets to your gut to do its job. It has 7 digestive enzymes. This is key for any digestion problems. It clears up your skin. If people have really horrible skin, I say, take that, clean your gut out. It will really, really make a huge difference. So that's our Digestion Plus. And then our cleansing portion is our 7-day cleanse and our detox tea. So this is not a crazy cleanse where you stop eating. You just put this into 32 ounces and drink it for a week. You keep eating. You're gonna pee a lot. You're not gonna drop 1,000,000 pounds. You're just cleansing your liver and your kidney. And then this has milk thistle, dandelion. It's a detox tea. I love having it at nighttime. So that's pretty much our 28 days in a little nutshell. I'm going to show you a few more before and after pictures just so you can see some of them. Not this one. I might need to say that. Let's find a few more.
Everywhere when I travel, it's so bad.
What happens?
I just pee everywhere now, like all the time.
Yeah.
With 3 kids. Who can take 3 kids out of a car?
I know,
So
right?
I just find you
I've
easier to
learned
find
how-
a wooded area.
I've learned how to in a car. Okay, so this is my college roommate, and all my before and afters are personal clients or teammates of mine, mostly teammates, because people end up transforming their health and they want a discount and they sign up that way. But Allie was a college roommate of mine. She's an area manager, so the level of it before getting her car with Arbonne. She was a nurse. Obviously, you can see her before and after she lost the weight, but she had high cholesterol since she was 7 years old. This is the first time her cholesterol is back to normal. We already saw Shane, so you saw her, and I'll pass these around after. I like to tell little stories. You saw me, but on the back of my picture, this was Megan. Her mom works with me at the gym, and Megan saw my transformation after with my weight, and she asked me what I did. And I found out that her little boy, Jude, she went through 11 fertility rounds to have him. She gained a lot of weight, was feeling horrible, and her doctor said, I don't know if you can have another one. You need to first of all lose weight, but then they were going to start going through the fertility round. And 11, that's expensive, it's painful. So I said, Megan, why don't you look at the 28 days, it's 45-day money back guarantee. If it doesn't work, return it to me. But what if you lose your weight? But here's some articles of women that have been able to balance their hormones levels from taking soy out and now getting pregnant. It might not work for you, but what if it does? Isn't that better than going through 11 rounds? Well, she just had her daughter Scarlett, which is 1 round this time, and she lost the weight, and she now is a regional vice president, so has her car on my Arbonne team from sharing her story, how it changed her life. This is my mother-in-law, and I did not think she would ever, ever, ever do this program. She was a Diet Coke addict. She had about 7 or 8 a day. She has not had one in 2 years. Obviously the weight and the health, and she just looks so much younger.
Looks better than her.
Yeah,
Way better than her after picture now. You should
yeah,
get
I know. I
after
need to get it.
picture.
This is like from last year, so
Yes.
she's continued it now with me. And this is my sister-in-law, who also is a regional vice president on my team. She has her Mercedes with Arbonne. She works full-time in a hospital, but she had cancer a few years back, gained a ton of weight, was on depression medication after, having horrible migraines, feeling horrible, depressed, and I asked her to do this program. I said, Ashley, will you try it? Well, she lost the weight. She's off her depression medication. She hasn't had a migraine in 2 years, and she still works full time, but grew this business just by telling everybody her story and is now cancer free. So that's a great story. Liz, hers was not really health, more for weight, but I like sharing Jen. Jen is a nurse and an area manager as well as my team. She had horrible eczema and psoriasis all over her body. Now does not have a trace, and had horrible digestion. She's a nurse, and she said the amount of medicine she was disgusted on that she was already on when she was 16 years old because of her digestion problems. She swears by our Digestion Plus. Becca is in actually qual for getting her Mercedes on our Arbonne team. She's also a nurse, and I love her picture because she didn't have a lot of weight to lose. And I love showing that this isn't a weight loss program, but look at that toxic belly fat. This was exactly the month, the 28 days. And I'm just gonna find some more help. Oh, I like saying men. This is for men too. This is my husband's college roommate. That's his Christmas picture last year. That's him in February. He lost a lot more than normal, and he did not eat one fruit and vegetable. He's like my dad. I'm like, if he can do it, anybody can do it. Before this program, he did it. But this is his kind of brother-in-law. I guess not technically brother-in-law yet. But he was the opposite. When I met him, he was skinny. He was trying to gain weight, learning how to lift weights, gain that muscle. But when he started to, he was getting horrible acne. And I said, Nori, that is from the protein, the whey. It's a derivative of dairy. He was getting horrible stomach cramps. And I said, that's growing bacteria in your gut. So he added 2 protein shakes to get the lean muscle. And I love showing that Arbonne is not just for all ages. I have clients from all ages. My grandmother is my best client of Fizz Sticks. She doesn't like anything, so I didn't think she'd like this, but she's deficient in vitamin B12. So I said, why don't you try this? And now she no longer needs shots for her deficiency because her levels are back up from that. And then this is Kristen and her husband. They are MVP, so the top level of the company. They started doing this together when her husband had a massive heart attack. They learned about food, changing their diet. The first picture is them in their 20s. The second picture is them in their 30s. The last picture is them in their 40s. So I want you to see that we age, and most of us don't age gracefully because of what we're doing to our body. And we think we can't age gracefully because of that. And the last picture I like to show is Debbie Neal, one of our top income earners with Arbonne. This is when she started Arbonne 10 years ago. This is her today. 10 years difference in that picture. And what taking care of your skin, your body, and your health can do for you. And that you can really change how you're feeling. So hopefully tonight you learned something. We have our Genius that I would love for people to try. We have the Fizz, the protein ball, or bars, I guess, made from our protein. And we have the makeup. If you're somebody that loves makeup, come up here, try stuff, feel it, ask lots of questions. And I'm just gonna end with our little closing after, if I can figure out which way this binder goes, my pregnancy. Okay, so we used to say there's 4 ways to win with Arbonne. The first way is becoming a client, and I love clients. You shop at full retail. We have our holiday catalogs and our regular catalogs. 400 products, so it can be overwhelming, so ask us questions. We have everything broken down in all different categories. Every person in our catalog is a Arbonne consultant. We don't use models, so they actually use our products, which I think I just opened this, yes. Do that before I don't drop it. Okay, there. This, you guys get 45-day money back guarantee on everything that you buy. So if you don't love something, that's why you have a consultant here that work here. Well, you won't be my client, you'll be Sue's, but we want to make sure that you love these products. The next way is a preferred client, and I love to shop at a discount. So preferred client program is kind of just a loyalty program. It's $20. You get 20% off of everything that you buy for an entire year. You also qualify for free shipping, 40% off of our whole nutrition, skincare, and Genius set, and a makeup set as well tonight, and you get a free $50 product with your first $150 order. So it's a great program, and you get rewards every time you buy, and you'll get a little ID from Arbonne, and it lasts for a whole year. Then the next way is to host, and we love hosts. First of all, because that's the only way that people hear about Arbonne. So we thank you for hosting tonight, yay! And our hosts get lots of perks. So hopefully, the more that you guys love Arbonne tonight, and the more our hosts will get more perks tonight. But if you want to have a little presentation, tonight was mostly nutrition. We do spa parties, we do makeup parties, have a few friends over. You can shop up to 80% off as a host, which is really great, and you get little gifts and perks. And the last way is a consultant, and I always like spreading that word because it was the best gift I was given 4 years ago. I didn't think it was for me, but I always like to just tell people because you never know, it might be for you, it may not. You might know somebody it is a fit for. But Arbonne, as a consultant, basically all I do is I was shopping from another store. I was buying shampoo, I was buying conditioner, I was buying soap, I was buying toothpaste. I now stopped buying all these horrible chemical products. I now buy from my own Arbonne store that I have every day. Now Christmas is coming up, but I get to shop at 80% off for my Christmas gifts because everybody gets Arbonne in my family, but they like it. And then I can have an option to make a little bit of commission. And I always tell people, yeah, it can be side money, but it really isn't side money. I used to think it was silly little side money, but our first level of management, where Kara already got to right in the beginning of her business as a district manager, that's anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month in your paycheck for just side work. The next level is area manager, which that's anywhere from $1,500 to $4,000. So for me, that was replacing my wonderful New Hampshire teacher salary, right? By just sharing products and helping people pick safer products. And then the next level is the fun level because you get your white Mercedes, which is a nice little perk, but it's also anywhere from $4,000 to $16,000 a month. And your business starts to be willable at area manager, which I forgot. So I don't know what anybody else's job that lets you will your business, but if I pass away, my husband gets my business and he'll get my check every month. So for me, that was great to do just for my kids, something for them. And then the last level, which I'm at, is National Vice President, and that's anywhere from $16,000 up. Arbonne is not capped for National Vice Presidents. We have thousands of them. If I can do this, I say anybody can do this because I'm no different than anybody else, trust me. But it's just about teaching more people and helping more people. So if you know somebody that that's a fit for, pass that along. Let Kara Sue know, and we will give you catalogs. We will give you little client forms to fill out and ask questions away. And we have these little 2 cute water bottles and $50 gift cards for anybody that wants to host a little get together with one of you guys. So,
Absolutely.
yay.
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So good.
If you have questions, ask. Did that record?
Yes,
I
it
probably
did.
was standing
All the way
right
to the
here,
music.
so you